a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. An American in Paris film. An American in Paris is a 1951 American musical film inspired by the 1928 orchestral composition An American in Paris by George Gershwin, starring Gene Kelly, Leslie Caron, Oscar Levant, Georges Goutre, and Nina Fock. The film is set in Paris, and was directed by Vincente Minnelli, from a script by Alan J. Lerner. The music is by George Gershwin, with lyrics by his brother Ira, with additional music by Saul Chaplin, the music director. The story of the film is interspersed with dance numbers choreographed by Gene Kelly and set to Gershwin's music. Songs and music include I Got Rhythm, I'll Build a Stairway to Paradise, S Wonderful, and Love Is Here to Stay. The climax of the film is The American in Paris Ballet, a 17-minute dance featuring Kelly and Caron set to Gershwin's An American in Paris. The ballet sequence cost almost $500,000 to shoot. An American in Paris was an enormous success, garnering 8 Academy Award nominations and winning 6, as well as earning other industry honors. It is ranked among AFI's greatest movie musicals. Plot. American World War II veteran Jerry Mulligan is an exuberant expatriate in Paris trying to make a reputation as a painter. His friend and neighbor, Adam Cook, is a struggling concert pianist and longtime associate of a French singer, Henri Borel. At the ground floor bar, Henri tells Adam about his cultured girlfriend, Lise Bouvier. Jerry joins them later, before going out to sell his art. A lonely society woman and heiress, Milo Roberts, finds Jerry displaying his paintings in Montmartre and takes an interest in him and his art. She brings him to her apartment to pay for his works, and invites him to a dinner party she is throwing later that night. After singing with French children on the way home, Jerry goes up to Milo's apartment. He quickly finds out that the party is actually a one-on-one date, and tells Milo he has no interest in being a paid escort. When he attempts to leave after giving her money back, she insists that she is only interested in his art. They go to a crowded bar, and Milo offers to sponsor an art show for Jerry as a friendly gesture. Some of Milo's friends arrive, and while sitting with them, Jerry sees Lise seated with friends at the next table, and is instantly smitten. He ignores Milo and her acquaintances, and instead pretends to know Lise already and dances with her. She is standoffish, and gives Jerry a wrong phone number, but is innocently corrected by someone at her table. Heading home, Milo tells Jerry he was very rude cavorting with a girl he does not know while in her presence. Tired of Milo, Jerry gets out of the car and bids her farewell. The next day, Jerry calls Lise at her work, but she tells him to never call her again. Jerry and Milo meet at a cafe, and she informs him that a collector is interested in his paintings and she arranged a showing later that day. Before going to the showing, he goes to the parfumerie where Lise works and she consents to a late dinner with him. She does not want to be seen eating with him in public, but they share a romantic song and dance on the banks of the Seine River in the shadows of Notre Dame. However, she quickly rushes off to meet Henri after his performance, where Henri tells her he has been asked to go on a tour of America and asks her to marry him. Later, Adam humorously daydreams that he is performing Gershwin's Concerto in F for piano and orchestra for a gala audience in a concert hall. As the scene progresses, Adam is also revealed to be the conductor, other members of the orchestra, and even an enthusiastic audience member applauding himself at the end. Milo gets Jerry an art studio and tells him she has planned an exhibition of his work in 3 months. He initially refuses the studio because he does not have the money for it, but eventually accepts it under the condition that he pay Milo back when his art proceeds allow him. Roughly a month later, and after much courting, Lise abruptly runs off when she and Jerry arrive by taxi at his apartment. When Jerry complains to Adam, he is shocked to realize that both Henri and Jerry are involved with the same woman. Henri and Jerry discuss the woman they each love, unaware she is the same woman. That night, Jerry and Lise reunite in the same place on the banks of the Seine close to Notre Dame. She informs him that she is marrying Henri the next day and going to America. Lise feels a sense of duty to Henri, to whom she feels indebted for keeping her safe during World War II. She and Jerry proclaim their love for each other. Feeling slighted, Jerry invites Milo to the art student's masked ball and kisses her. At the raucous party, with everyone in black and white costumes, they meet Henri and Lise. And Jerry finally tells Milo about his feelings for Lise. Soon, Henri overhears Jerry and Lise saying goodbye to each other, and realizes the truth. As Henri and Lise drive away, Jerry daydreams about being with Lise all over Paris, to the tune of the George Gershwin composition An American in Paris. His reverie is broken by a car horn, the sound of Henri bringing Lise back to him. They embrace as the Gershwin composition ends. Cast: Hayden Rourke, best known for playing Dr. Alfred Bellows on the TV series I Dream of Jeannie, has an uncredited part as a friend of Milo. Noel Neill, later to portray Lois Lane on the TV series The Adventures of Superman, has a small role as an American art student who tries to criticize Jerry's paintings. Jazz musician Benny Carter plays the leader of a jazz ensemble performing in the club where Milo first takes Jerry. Marge Blake, best known for playing Bruce Wayne's Aunt Harriet Cooper on the TV series Batman, has an uncredited part as a customer in the perfume shop in which Lise works. Judy Landon, better known for her appearance in Kelly's next musical Singin' in the Rain, appears as a dancer in the Stairway to Paradise sequence. Music and dance. The 17-minute ballet sequence, with sets and costumes referencing French painters including Raoul Dufy, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, Maurice Utrillo, Henri Rousseau, and Toulouse-Lautrec, is the climax of the film, and cost the studio approximately $450,000 to produce. Production on the film was halted on September 15, 1950. Minnelli left to direct another film, Father's Little Dividend. Upon completion of that film in late October, he returned to film the ballet sequence. Others. Kelly received an Academy Honorary Award that year for his versatility as an actor, singer, director and dancer, and specifically for his brilliant achievements in the art of choreography on film. It was his only Oscar. The film was entered into the 1952 Cannes Film Festival. In 1993, An American in Paris was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. American Film Institute recognition AFI also honored star Kelly as 5 of the top 25 American male screen legends. 2008 adaptation. A stage version of the musical was adapted by Ken Ludwig, and began previews at the Alley Theatre on April 29, 2008, officially opening on May 18, and running through June 22. The production, directed by Alley artistic director Gregory Boyd with choreography by Randy Skinner, starred Harry Groener and Kerry O'Malley. The musical had many of the film's original songs, and also incorporated other Gershwin songs, such as They All Laughed, Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, and Love Walked In. 2014 adaptation. In 2014, a stage adaptation premiered in Paris at the Théâtre du Châtelet, with Robert Fairchild as Jerry Mulligan and Liane Cope as Lise Bouvier. The production, which ran from November to January 2015, was directed and choreographed by Christopher Wheeldon, written by Craig Lucas and designed by Bob Crowley. The musical then transferred to Broadway, with previews at Palace Theatre beginning on March 13, 2015, before officially opening there on April 12. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?